Hey there, my friends. I am so excited to be back here live with y'all. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Now, I have to tell you, I picked this quote for today because it is actually one of my favorites. And it's one that I have really leaned into. And the quote is from Richard Branson. It's if someone offers you an amazing opportunity to do something and you're not sure that you can do it, say yes. Then learn to do it later. Learn how to do it later. And so, my friends, I lean into this idea because so many times we're presented with opportunities and we feel like we don't have all the answers or we don't have all of our ducks in a row or whatnot. And so we actually stop from saying yes to amazing opportunities. But today, I want to say saying yes to yourself, to making changes, to what brings you joy, to your why, to your purpose, to your passion, to all the things that are possible, we will actually live richer, fuller, and more vibrant lives. And so, in this week's episode, I'm going to share with you my top three. You never know, I might sneak in an extra one. Reasons why saying yes can change your life. And if you're new here, I'm Erin Bird, and I support dance studio owners and educators around the world to really grow their businesses by creating their own unique vision of success without the burnout, the overwhelm, or sacrificing of the personal lives. Because y'all, you don't have to. You can have passion and you can have profit. And can I tell you something? I am actually celebrating today, 3 years ago today, I published the Passion and Profit Project. My friends, 3 years ago, I set out to write this book, get it off of my heart, write this book, tell the stories in here. And so today I'm reflecting because I said yes to doing something that was scary. I do not identify as a writer, an author, oh, whatever. I don't identify. That's not something that I ever thought of myself as was a writer. And I kept having this feeling on my heart that I really wanted to share my whys. I wanted to share the power behind making decisions. There were stories that I wanted to share, and it was on my heart, but I had to get over the idea that I wasn't a writer. And so finally I committed. I made the decision. I said yes to being so convicted in the fact that I had something to share and that the world needed to hear it and that our community needed to hear it, that I was going to learn how to do it later. I said yes to the idea, and then I learned how to do it after. Okay. So I did not come into writing the Passion and Profit Project as a, seasoned best-selling author who, just wanted to put this out. No, it is something that I had to learn to do. But I leaned into that idea that I shared at the top of the episode, that, the quote from Richard Branson was that if someone offers an amazing opportunity to you to do something and you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. Well, I have to tell you that this is something that was on my heart and it's something that I was thinking about. And then I had a couple different people in my inner circle, business friends, who encouraged me and said, why aren't you doing this? And I'm like, well, and they said, well, what if we had a little cohort of us and we kind of, work through some things together? And I said, you know what? Yes, let's do that. And I will learn as I go. Okay. So this book right here, my friends, The Passion and Profit Project, is a shining example of that I'm going to say yes to opportunities, and I'm going to do something even if I don't know how to make it all work, because Everything is figure outable. Everything's figure outable. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who is with me when I come on live every single Friday. I know that we had, it's been a little bit last week. I didn't get to come live because I was on a plane returning back from Ireland from the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat and the Dance Studio Empire Conference in Ireland. And my friends, that again is a shining example of saying yes to things, okay? Because there's a million reasons to say no and make excuses, but we'll know internally when it's time to say yes. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in if you don't mind, but make sure that you're chiming in. This is a conversation that I want us to have together. So and these are in no particular order, these top 3 reasons, because y'all, I could probably share 7 reasons to say yes, right? That it's okay to say yes. So, I might always give a bonus. I can't help myself. So the first reason is yes leads to more doors. And no is often the closing of doors. And so what I have to tell you is this, that when we say yes, more doors start to open. I want to give you a little bit of an example of this. And so, and it's something that I share with my clients quite frequently, is that when we say yes and we open ourselves up to new ideas, we open ourselves up to being able to receive whatever the universe is trying to send to us. When we open ourselves up, we do that through yes. We open ourselves up, then we're ready to receive. And I have to tell you this, like, starting the nonprofit was not necessarily, again, something in my wheelhouse. It's something that I kept saying no to. And I had all the excuses why. I kept saying no because I didn't feel like I knew, or I didn't have the skills or the knowledge or the wherewithal to launch a successful nonprofit, because it's not something I had ever done before. So I had made these excuses about why it wouldn't work. When reality is, it was fear telling me all the things that I'm not good enough, that I don't know anything about that. Who am I to launch a nonprofit? I don't know anything about that, right? So I kept shutting the door. But when I finally said yes, and I wish I would have said yes sooner, but when I finally said yes and I stripped away the excuses and leaned into the idea that everything is figure outable and that I can learn to do anything, it opened the door to opportunities for more. So as soon as I said yes and I started putting the plan in place, getting the support that I needed to help me, because here's the thing, we shouldn't do it all by ourselves. We can't, there's that saying, jack of all trades, master of none, right? We can be good at different things here and there, but it doesn't mean that we're masters at them or we're experts at them. And I'm okay with saying I'm not an expert at everything that there is out there. I'm not. But I am smart enough to know that, hey, if this isn't my zone of genius, I'm going to get support, right? I'm going to get support from experts. I am going to hire the right people to help us, to help educate me, to help, do whatever the task is that I don't feel like I am the expert in that area. So yes leads to more doors open. So once we launched the nonprofit, got the support to make that happen, get all of our ducks in a row, make sure we had a great board, all of those sort of things. Doors started opening. We applied for some amazing grants. We received the first year $300,000 in grant funding so we can make a bigger impact in our community. So that was step one. Okay. It opened the doors for us to have conversations with people in our community about how they wanted to get involved, how they wanted to use us as a vehicle to do more good in our community, creating stronger community partnerships, people coming to us and saying, hey, we have this idea. What we would like to see in our community, and this is how we'd like to see it. But we need your support because on your end, you are the expert when it comes to children's outreach, arts, theater, music movement. You are the expert in that. And we want to see XYZ happen in our community for our kids. How do we make that happen together? Yes leads to more doors opening. I promise you. When we show up and we say yes to things, the opportunities become honestly abundant and very humbling. But we have to say yes to things. It takes a decision to say yes and doing things scared, even if we feel like we're not equipped. But yes leads to more doors opening for you. Here's the next reason. Opportunities do not always arise again, or at least not the same ones. And if one of the things that I took away from my time in Ireland is that life and luck favor the bold. Life and luck favor the bold. And sometimes when making a decision and considering both outcomes, when you have that opportunity, the no outcome is connected to regret somehow. And regret, my friends, is sometimes the biggest risk of all. We tie things to our stories that we tell ourselves. And we fear regret. We fear like, oh my gosh, if I did this and it doesn't work out, I'm going to regret it. So I won't do it. I'll stay safe. I'll play safe. I'll stay safe. I'm going to keep everything, even kill here. And the truth is, my friends, that regret is the biggest risk of all. Which leads me to the next thing. Y'all, life is short. Life is short. Ask not why, but why not? Ask not why, but why not? Why not? There was a quote from Steve Jobs, and he had talked about the fact that remembering that he'll be dead soon was the most important tool that he's ever encountered to help him make big life choices. And so I always ask my clients when we're walking through and we're talking through opportunities, ideas, and I ask themselves, well, what's the worst that can happen? And I do this because yes, sometimes they can spiral, but did you die? Right? Those are, let's be honest. Sometimes I say it to my kids, I say it to my clients too, but like, did you die? Was it the worst thing? Can we bounce back? But life is short. And if there's anything that I know is that we are not guaranteed tomorrow. And so if there's something on your heart that you want to do, say yes to it. Figure out a way. Everything is figure outable, remember. Say yes and find a way. So if you tell me, Erin, I want to step back from teaching and really focus on the business side. But I'm afraid if I step out teaching, people will leave because they love me so much. Say yes, and we'll figure it out. If you want to go on the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat, it's on your heart and you want to go, but you tell yourself, there's all the reasons not, say yes, and we can figure it out. It is okay to say yes. It is okay to say yes. And this whole episode is not about going through and saying, being like a yes, 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 yes. It's not about that. It's not about saying yes to everything. It's not about saying yes to things that you truly don't want to do. But it's about leaning in and saying yes when opportunity arises. When I think internally we know if there's something that keeps pulling you and nudging you to say yes or to do, you know internally that you need to do it. You need to listen to it. You need to not stay sitting on the fence. You need to make the decision to say yes. Commit to it. Make the decision fully, and then you are unstoppable, my friends. But life is short. And when we say yes, we create more magic in our lives, in our businesses. We do live richer, fuller, more vibrant lives. And I have to tell you that the word itself, yes, attracts positivity. It's inviting, it's empowering to say yes. It's stretching yourself. And we're either growing or we're dying, y'all. We're either growing or we're dying. So today is all about leaning in and saying yes. Saying yes, and the power of yes when those opportunities arise. When you have someone say, hey, I've got this thing, yes. Because deep down you know, oh, that's a great opportunity, or ooh, that could move me to my big goals. But so many times we sit in decision, my friends, and if we could just harness the power of yes, and the going back to that quote of, even if we don't know how it's all going to work out, we're going to say yes anyway, and we're going to figure it out, and we're going to learn how to do the thing. That's where the power and magic lies. Okay. So, my friends, those were my 3. I have another one. Can I share a bonus one? But before I share a bonus one for y'all, I want to let you know that while I was at Ireland having conversations with studio owners from Ireland, also from our studio owners who came to the retreat, who flew over from the US, something that kind of kept coming up along the way was this idea about, Erin, I want to make more money. I'm ending 2023 and I'm thinking about it, and I would love to make more money. Y'all, I mean, I'm not going to say who doesn't want to make more money, but yes. So I'm going to be offering my last free masterclass of 2023. Mark your calendars for November 29th. It is a Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. If you want details and access to that masterclass, it is the Revamping Your Revenue, a New Era for Profit in Your Business. We talked about Taylor Swift a lot in Ireland, y'all, right? Her Eras tour. Anyway, we talked a whole lot about that. And so, anywho, if you want details on that free masterclass, I'm going to dive into not only how you can optimize, maximize, and leverage your current programs that you have inside of your studio, but how do we also add a quick infusion of cash to our bottom line before the end of 2023 and rolling into the beginning of 2024? How it is an amazing time to capitalize and to increase your revenue. We're going to dive into that. And I'm going to talk about overall strategies of how we need to look at math. And I have to tell y'all, I don't know if you guys saw the stuff about girl math. Now, here's where the sass comes a little bit, because y'all, girl math, my husband brought it up to me. She's like, have you seen this girl math stuff? And while it's cheeky and fun, I guess, and you know me, I'm like, I like to poke fun. The other thing that I do get fired up about is that math doesn't have to be hard, and math can actually be great. And when you figure out how math is going to make you more money, strip away the stories we tell ourselves, I'm going to dive into a little bit of math. Now, it's not scary math. It's just about how do we add more dollar signs to your bank account. That's what we're going to talk about. So if you want to make more money in your studio, drop the word money below, and I will send over to you how you can get in for that free masterclass, the last one of 2023 on November 29th. So drop the word money and I will share that. We will share how you can get in on that. So, all right, my last little bonus, because I said 3, but I couldn't help myself, y'all. There's a 4th one. Here's your bonus about why it's okay to say yes. Is someone believes in you. Someone believes you can. If an opportunity is presented to you, it's because somebody else believes that you can do it. Probably more so than you believe you can. Going back to the whole idea of the book. I didn't think that I could write a book. I'm not an author. I never got high, like, my grammar, punctuation wasn't great. It wasn't, y'all. But when I sat down and I was talking to my inner circle of friends, they held the space and they believed in me more than I believed in myself. They held the space for me and they really encouraged me and told me what was possible. When presented with the opportunity, it is somebody else, maybe it's the universe, I don't know, but somebody else believes you can. Somebody else believes you can. So take the opportunity as not only a compliment, but harness their confidence that they have in you and show up. Make the decision and do it. But my friends, it's okay to say yes because somebody else believes in you. And you will push yourself and grow in ways that you never thought are possible or at a rate as possible as you thought. But if an opportunity arises, remember that somebody else believes that you can. Which is a pretty amazing thing. It's pretty amazing. Okay, my friends. So should we do like a quick wrap? I can't even talk. Quick recap. Oh, let's try. I'm like, quick recap. Let's try that again, my friends. Okay, so today we dove into it's okay to say yes. Saying yes to yourself to making changes to what brings you joy, to your why, to your purpose, to your passion, my friends, and all that is possible, we will live richer, fuller, more vibrant lives. And I wanted to share with you my top 3 reasons why saying yes can absolutely change your life. And the first thing is yes leads to more doors opening for you. Once you say yes, the opportunities start to arise. The second thing is opportunities do not always arise again, or at least not the same ones. And we have to be open to those opportunities because, my friends, I can tell you without a doubt that not all opportunities arise again. And so we have to say yes. We have to strike while the iron's hot. Don't sit in indecision. And the third thing is, my friends, life is short. Ask why, ask not why, but why not? Ask not why, but why not? What's the worst thing that can happen? And then, of course, did you die? But did you die? So ask not why, but why not? Life is short. Life is short. And when we lean into yes, when it's sitting inside of us, instead of going through all the reasons why not, going through all of the excuses, my friends, magic will happen inside of your business and inside of your personal life. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you there. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time for another episode of the Erin Bird Live Show.